Oh, this is a fun one today. In all the years of doing social content, I can say that I have never unboxed or unwrapped a vehicle until today. This is my brand new Audi exclusive RS6 Avant Performance. I made a poll on social media a while ago on what color I should get. This is Camouflage Green Metallic, the exact spec, the exact color that you guys chose. Let's unbox it for the very first time or unwrap it. Oh, this is exciting. Pretty freaking cool, just literally grinning. There's not too many times where you can unwrap a vehicle in your life. I know that I unbox like tech phones, computers, laptops, etc. But unwrapping plastic from a car, I think there's one more piece. I'm actually gonna just turn this on for a second. And if you can hear that, that is the twin turbo V8. One last little ASMR. I know that there's like a soft limiter, only revs up to 4,000 right now. This is probably one of the last V8s before they become hybrid or before we eventually go full EV, which is obviously the future. But I've always had a soft spot for wagons, especially in North America. We just do not have enough station wagons to choose from. It's got the usability of an SUV, but still the performance of something lower like a sedan. But to explain what Audi exclusive is, it's essentially a bespoke option for your vehicle. So you can have bespoke colored paint. This one, like I said, is Camouflage Green Metallic. The way the light hits it, I think it's one of the most unique greens. It's very dark. I think at night it'll look a bit more black. And in the sunlight, the way it reflects, I think it is near perfection. The wheels, on the other hand, I think complement it really well. They're in satin neodyme. Once again, I haven't seen them in person till today. I was a bit scared they were gonna be a bit more on the gold end, but it's very light champagne. Super, super happy. But like I said, we're gonna cut to when this car gets PDI'd, when it gets clean, when it gets detailed. I'm thinking of doing a full PPF to protect the very beautiful paint, but let's cut to the real delivery day right now. I'm just gonna cut all the nonsense just because I cannot wait. We're just gonna do the slow reveal. So door 1 and door 2. It's cute, they even left me a bow for delivery. And I think you guys are actually gonna get the first look, so here we go. Oh my goodness. And it just looks even better when it's been fully detailed. The green looks so good. And I know through Audi exclusive, we spent so long trying to deliberate which color to actually land on. You guys actually chose this final spec as the color to go for. So it's just as much your guys' car as it is mine. I think we all made the best choice. The green, that dark green, it is so unique. Like, I've scoured the internet trying to find what it looks like in photos, in person. I haven't found one. So this is technically like a one of one build, and just could not be happier with how this turned out. And this is both of our first times looking at the key, which is really nice. And I'm just gonna unlock it. Oh, and the Matrix LED headlights, which looks so good. Whew. Oh my goodness, this spec looks so good. RS6 badging on the back. We still got to put the plate on, and literally opening the door. Check that out. Oh my goodness, the Cognac interior, the Cognac stitching on the wheel, even on the gear selector. Oh, yes. Okay, so paperwork signed, car outside of the dealership. First time I'm kind of turning it on, ready to drive. This will just be like my very raw, unscripted, general first thoughts on the drive. I actually haven't driven the performance version. I've had the chance to drive like the RS6, not the RS6 Performance. This actually has 17 pounds less sound deadening material, so you should be able to hear that legendary twin turbo V8 a lot better. The giddiness is through the roof. Into drive. I'm just going to pull around the dealership here. The very first buttons that I will press is RS, RS1, RS2. That should open up the valves completely. Literally kid in the candy store. Come on. Come on. That is the reason why you are buying a car like this. Oh, that sound. And what's truly sad, this is one of the last of its kind. We're moving away from obviously the pure V8s. Eventually these will all be some sort of hybrid system, some sort of EV assist. I'm hoping the next gen will still keep the V8, give it maybe some EV-ness. But yeah, this V8, this legendary V8, which is in a lot of vehicles in the entire group, that will be the last hurrah, or this will be its last hurrah. It is a very good last hurrah, if you ask me. The steering dynamic feels good. I'm really happy I actually went with the adaptive air suspension. You could get this with actual coils, but for a daily driver, you can obviously select the ride height for what you want. I think the air suspension is perfect, nice and comf, but you can also keep it very aggressive if you want in all the different RS modes. So I'm gonna do a first drive to actually our new house. That's where this thing will live most of the time. And like I said, my kind of initial first drive, putting on the first amount of kilometers on it. But yeah, it feels so nice. Like I said, I just cannot be happier with the spec, the cabin, the Cognac on the inside. You've got the carbon fiber weave, obviously that 8-speed. You've got the gear selector, the nice little bits of stitching with the Cognac, I think through Audi exclusive, ties everything in so perfectly. I am so happy with this front little steering wheel being leather. We've got the full panoramic roof, and funnily enough, this is my first car with 4 doors since my very first car that I got when I was 15 and a half years old. That was my Mazda 3. It's nice to have that extra bit of room. And what's nice, in the back, we'll have a little baby seat for that extra +1 link. We'll obviously have space in the trunk, a usable wagon. You kind of joke around, if you could only have one car as your full daily, you could only have one in the garage, it would be something like this, something that has that usability. But if I want, I can throw a TV in the back. All the deliveries I get for content will now be in the back. This is the ultimate daily driver with that crazy 631 horsepower V8 in the front. It is the ultimate sleeper. Plus, wagons never get enough love in North America. I feel for whatever reason in Europe, they're popular. I know that this car has been out now for a while, but it looks just as fresh as it did when it first came out. And I am so happy with the choice that I've made for my daily. I just have to focus on not getting any tickets. This can go deathly quick. 0 to 60 in this, or 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, is 3.4 seconds for something of this size. Come on. And since this is technically my daily all year round, eventually I'll put some winter tires on it, but you cannot beat Audi's Quattro system, especially for a lot of the snow that we get in our harsh winters. But we are arriving at the house. This will be my official end for my very first drive in this car. Just so happy with how it turned out. Let's just pull in here for a sec. What a first drive. And we pulled into the house right now, and I literally thought this was the best backdrop, and it kind of matches the green from the trees, the grass, and these new wood panels or aluminum panels that we have for the garage ties into the Cognac on the inside. It's kind of a mixed cloudy / sunny day, but as the light hits this exclusive colorway, it really shifts. It's hard to tell what color it is. It really depends how the light hits it, which I think is super unique. Audi exclusive is such a cool program, creating literally a one-of-one bespoke option. And like I said, the light is kind of coming in. We'll have a ton of B-roll of all the light hitting it at different angles, and I cannot be happier how this spec turned out. It is so unique. This angle right here looks really good. Every single angle that you look at this car, you cannot be disappointed. So as I get to keep on driving it, as I said, my daily from now until the little one comes, I'll be sure to share my experience. But just want to thank everyone that's participated in helping me spec this car. If we want a custom front plate, maybe I was thinking user spec, since you guys helped to spec it. But let me know what this car should be called, if we should give it a nickname, the Green Little Monster. I don't know. I'm at a loss. And obviously the big reason for getting this is those rear seats and that big usability in the back. This wagon can store so much stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope you caught some of the excitement and smiles on my face as I literally cannot stop grinning as I stare at this. Till the next one. Peace.